And turning to our weather now here across Southwest Florida, we start with a live look crossing over the Caloosahatchee River and the Caloosahatchee Bridge tonight. From the Luminary Hotel in downtown Fort Myers. Beautiful conditions. We do have some high thin cirrus clouds there in the mix. Temperatures overall, though, today very warm. Now we are at 78 degrees. Dew point, the measure of moisture in the air is fairly soupy considering the time of year. Right now sitting in the mid 60s. Typically, our dew points this time of year should be more in the upper 50s, for example. Winds are currently, though, off the Gulf out of the west around 13 miles per hour. That's one reason why our coastal communities are on the cooler and muggier side. And something else that extra moisture is going to be doing is producing some areas of fog as early as 10 o'clock tonight, especially in Collier County. So just a heads up, from Naples to Marco Island, even for our inland communities, that's going to be a concern first at the coast and then spreading inland as we head into tomorrow morning. Snapshot here of 7:30 a.m. and notice the potential for fog impacting travel from Marco Island up to La Belle, over to Punta Gorda and to Cape Coral and Sanibel. Meteorologist Trent Eric will be tracking that for you live starting at 5 a.m. but by around 9 a.m. big improvements are expected. Let's take you now down to the beach. The beach, of course, a hot spot for sea fog as of late, and that is something we're going to be watching every night, every morning as we head through the rest of this week just because of this particular weather setup. But as we look live there across the Gulf, everything is beautiful tonight. So here we are as we head into the overnight time frame. Fog will certainly be our primary concern. So just a heads up, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, a foggier start is expected. Thereafter, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies are forecast. Warm winds out of the south and east will continue to drive up our temperatures. And if you like the heat and humidity, then you will love my forecast this week. Ideal weather maybe to head off to the beach, head off to the pool and cool down, because we're talking about these high temperatures continuing to stay in the low and mid 80s. Right here around 8:15 this evening, tomorrow evening, still expecting those partly to mostly cloudy skies. Then the fog builds in. So again, for your Wednesday night heading into Thursday, areas of fog will be problematic and could potentially cause some slowdowns. Weather headlines are as follows. Late night, early morning haze and fog through Friday. And then as we look ahead to those temperatures, they will continue to stay very warm in the low and mid 80s, even into next week. Yes, we have one little front that's going to try to come through, but without much fanfare, without much shot of driving in cooler air. And as for those rain chances, we've talked about it. We could really use that rainfall, but just not in the mix, at least through the weekend. A dry radar is forecast. Great news for any outdoor plans that you might have, but not great news for our ongoing drought conditions that continue to worsen. Again, there you see in peach, that would be our moderate drought that is now overspreading Southwest Florida, likely to get worse, especially during what is traditionally the driest month of the year. Now let's talk about those temperatures tomorrow morning. Again, a warm start, mid to upper 60s, patchy fog early, then mostly sunny skies for the afternoon. High temperatures in the mid 80s. 7-day forecast showing off those mid 80s as we wrap up the work week and head into the weekend. Again, fantastic beach weather taking shape both Saturday into Sunday.